Hello, welcome back. This is Kenji1913 and we are Let's Playing Drakengard. In the last episode, we finished off Chapter 1, free missions, and now let us head to the Silent Forest. Let us do the In the Sky mission. You know, these are fairly easy. All you have to do is destroy everything. You must not be allowed to trespass in the land. Gosh darn it. Anyways, I'd like to say, yeah, we're going to use our dragonfire to cleanse the lands of the Imperial Beast. And let's just wail away on this airship here. I can't wait till I can get a better dragon. I want to say, like I mentioned, story will definitely do that. Anyways, I've noticed that, you know, you gotta connect on the correct thing here. Otherwise, like there's cannons, there's these little rudders in the front. That's what you gotta take out here. I do like the music. I do have to admit that. Ooh yeah, dodging, dodging, dodging. Let's fly away from the bullets, the cannonballs, and there we go. Take it down. There we go. Eat it. Eat it, airships. You will pay for the suffering of, let's say, 10, 20. There we go. Hit them all. Look at that. Look how well that did. These bats are easy. They do shoot out these, like, sonic bullshit thing. Let's take them out. Let's find that last one. Where are you, bat? Oh, not bear bat. That's alright, though. Anyways, let's go over here. Oh, look, we got ourselves cubes. They're sort of like Rubik's Cubes, but not as cool. And yeah, these things over here are called gargoyles. I think I mentioned that before. Anyways, let's just get enough magic here. Because there's a lot of them. Alright, there we go. Let's use our magic. There we go. Beautiful. Took out a nice chunk of those sons of bitches. Luckily, these squares are easy. I mean, once again, we have to deal with... You know, you think about it, and game developers really work hard to make sure the forces of geometry are gonna take you down. You know, I was thinking about that the other day, and I was thinking, you know what, math is an interesting thing that, and shapes, is an interesting thing that video games sort of teach you, like not on purpose. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? What's that word I'm looking for? I don't know. She can't help me either. Anyways, indiscreetly, maybe? I don't know. Discreetly. Alright? They teach you about shapes with these squares. They teach you about numbers. They teach you about all kinds of stuff. Aerodynamics with the dragon. You know, all kinds of stuff. Let's use this, although I probably should have gone a little closer. They teach you about all kinds of things. If you think video games are just for fun, you'd be wrong. I mean, look at that incomplete series of video games where it's just learning. You know what I mean? They got, like, Mario is missing. Although, you know what the problem with those entertaining video games? The problem is that you have to figure out a way. There we go, magic. Eat it. And we did it. I think we did it. Look at that, we won. Anyways, you gotta figure out how to put fun and learning. And like, I've recently finished a video game, although this was a while ago. Ni no Kuni, right? I finished Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Great game, by the way. Anyways, it taught, if you were playing the game, it taught you how to be nice to people. And who doesn't want to be nice to people? And be very helpful and all that good stuff? So let us pick In the Sky. We already picked that. So let's do the Elf Village. And if you remember, this one had something. But we needed to oh, it had like what the hell did it have? It had like these big ballista? Those arrows, those big arrow thingies. They can be a real pain in the ass. Yeah, those things.
Lord Kaim, Empire soldiers remain around the elf village. Be on guard, sire.
Will do. Thank you very much. Oh, look, there's forces behind me. But first things first, let's take out this thing. Because I don't like it. Yeah, so these things are in Fire Emblem too, I remember. And look, this also teaches you about like battle strategies and all kinds of stuff. Like let's say you've never read a dictionary, which probably most people haven't. But if you look up the word siege, right? You would be like, what the hell is a siege? And then while they're talking about it in here, you'd be like, oh, it's to take down enemies or whatever with a force or whatever. I should, you know what I should be doing while I'm doing this? I should be looking at the dictionary to tell you new words that you could be learning. And let's take out these jagoffs. Because I believe, once again, if you take out all the enemies before the bridge, if you do that, you can actually, let's get in the middle here and do this. I believe if you do that, you'll get your special super duper weapon. And we didn't get a weapon from that last one. Maybe we don't get a weapon every time. You know what, that probably might be it. Anyways, you know what this also reminds me of? This game also reminds me of, but more brutal, right? If you ever read, back in the day, I was a big fan of the Dragonlance series. And I read The Legend of Huma. And if you ever read that book, it's basically about a knight who is he's kind of different than most knights. You know, he's very compassionate, and you know, he likes his fellow man. He has a buddy named Magius, who's a wizard. He befriends a minotaur who is usually a bunch of assholes, but he's a very cool, honor-bound fellow. Anyways, he befriends a dragon named Gwendolyn. I think it's Gwendolyn. Anyways, yeah, and he has to fight an evil goddess who's hell-bent on destroying the world, and he has to use these mystical weapons called dragon lances to destroy her. And so he rides with a bunch of dragons who can also speak. As most of the time, dragons are like a wiser species than most of the times. They're like a wiser species of creatures than humans. So she could speak. She could actually turn into like a human kind of thing, which is kind of neat. I think she was like one of the only dragons, if I remember, that could do that. At least in the story there. But like, yeah, so Kaz wrote a dragon at the end of the book. It's a really good read. I don't know if you can still find the book or if anyone's actually interested in. That was one of the books that like I read in middle school that really started to ignite my love of reading, and then I kind of lost it for a while, and then I've actually picked it back up lately, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I used to collect a bunch of Dragonlance books. Some of them were not as interesting as I liked, and you know, then I stopped reading them. But they have plenty of them out there. I read the Kaz the Minotaur one because, you know, he was Huma's buddy, and then I read about you know, Land of the Minotaurs, which also had Kaz in it. All written by the same author. Good book, good series of books. There we go. And then recently I've been reading a biography on Nikola Tesla because I like him. Because, you know, I'm interested, you know, in things that I'm interested, you know, I read, you know, as you can see, I'm a video game nerd as well, and I also read comic books, of course, and yeah, graphic novels and whatnot. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, I've been trying to figure out like other books I can read. As most of you might know, I've been reading. You know, I've read George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire, great series of books. Can't wait till he brings out the 6th one, which will hopefully be soon. And then I've been just trying to find books things that I'm interested in. Like, I love Nikola Tesla. He's one of these guys I've always been rather interested in. Another person that I'm interested in is Rasputin, the mad monk from Russia, who helped, I believe, the final emperor or the Tsar of Russia. I wonder if there's a book out there that kind of talks about that. You know what I'd like to know? If there's a book on maybe like the history of video games, like if someone wrote some sort of thing on video games, maybe I would pick that up, because that'd be kind of neat to read a book on the history of video games. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I'm gonna look into, there's this book, because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I think the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking about what my life's goal is, because I recently had a birthday, right? And I was thinking to myself, what am I gonna do with my life? What is one of my goals that I want to accomplish for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? Like, you know, you think about it and you're like, what should I do? Like, you know, at this point in the game, I'm not very happy with the job that I have. And, eventually I don't want to work here anymore at the place where I work. I'd like to find something else. But until that time, I have to work there. So, you know, in the meantime, I've been thinking, what do I want to do with my rest of my life? And I thought of a nice goal that I think I could come up with. And one of the things I want to do is become more cultured, sophisticated. You know, might as well, alright? I don't want to be known just for this one thing that I'm known for, with being, you know, knowing, because obviously, as you can tell, I am pretty well versed in the video game world a little bit. And here we get our next new weapon. Here we go. Alright, now I can't mount the dragon here. I would love to get on the dragon and fly away, but I guess I'm just gonna have to run. Anyways, so my new goal is to become cultured. Become a cultured fellow. And what does that mean? Basically,
I cannot fly in this forest. You must go on foot.
Alright, well, let me get off, then. Let me get off of here. This is my stop. Let me down. Can I get down? Can you let me down, dragon? Let me get down. Come on, game. Come on. Oh my god, let me just get off. There we go, finally. Anyway, so you're probably thinking, how would you become more cultured? Well, I was actually thinking about it, and I actually looked up on the internet, how does one become more cultured? As you can see, Scald's song is all set with all the kills, so let's equip something else. I'm going to equip this. Anyways, what you have to do, basically, is to be more cultured. You know, you have to appreciate other cultures. Watch various movies, television shows, read books, become knowledgeable about more things.
I am already dead.
Yeah, let's summon
Where this body
monarch.
drops and rots is of no matter now.
Anyways, you know, just become more cultured in various different things. You know, watch movies that you might not watch, that you might be interested in. Like, let me tell you about a series of movies that I'm rather interested in. As some of you might know, a long time ago, I mentioned something about how I watched this movie. It's this animated movie called The Illusionist. And basically, in that movie, it's an animated movie. It's a French movie where it's about a magician who meets this girl who he helps. Like, I don't know, those two become friends, and basically he's in this world where, you know, magicians are and like, what's the word, like vaudeville acts are kind of like dying, are kind of becoming like a dying breed because of like music, rock bands and stuff are all coming out, and they would rather watch those guys instead of seeing musicians or like, or like, you know, puppeteers, clowns, and all that stuff. Anyways, so he kind of like struggles in this world, and you know, he meets a girl who still believes magic is real and there are magicians, and he kind of helps him like motivate himself. Although it's a good movie, and it's based off this script by this guy, this French actor called Jacques Tati, right? And he made a couple of movies that I actually checked out. One of them being Mon Oncle, which is a French movie. Basically,
is of no matter.
Yes, Leonard, I understand. Anyways, it basically translates to My Uncle. I ended up watching it. It was a very good movie, and I think I want to check out some of his other ones. So yeah, and then I want to read some books on things that I'd like to that I would like topics that maybe I would like to learn about or learn more information about. Listen to different types of music rather than just the music that I listen to. You know, like I listen to a lot of rock and all that, and you know, I want to expand the old horizons a little bit with that. I'm letting you people in on something here, man, that not a lot of people actually know about. But yeah, we're just kind of walking around destroying all the enemies. You know how it is. Making sure Leonard doesn't get hit, because if he gets hit, obviously he'll lose energy, and when he loses energy, he'll actually have to leave this plane. Now, the first time that I played this game, I thought when Leonard, when he was talking, like he was already dead. You know what I mean? Like these are just souls that Kaiman's like, I don't know, magically, magically he's friggin' summoning them or something like that. But actually, in all actuality, it's just a guy who's there. He's kind of walking around with Kaim, but he's not there or something. I don't know. So yeah, I want to become more cultured, sophisticated, drink fine wines. Like one of the things that I've been doing lately is sampling various different types of cheeses. Stuff that I've never eaten before, and it's pretty good. The cheese that I've been trying, it's actually quite good. I've had some Irish cheese, some brie, some how do you say that word, Gruyere or something like that. Cheddar, Irish cheddars, all kinds of different cheeses. Yeah. Kaim leveled up. Dragon did not level up. That's alright though. And we finished off 2 quests in here, and I think in the next episode we will... Oh, look at this! We get a new weapon called Victor Spoils! And we've leveled up Scald Song to level 3, which is great. And look, we get another spear, which is pretty sweet. Anyways, in the next episode we'll do the final mission, and then we'll continue with the story.